Welcome back to my channel. We are homeschooling this year. I'm gonna show you guys kind of the in-between. School starts in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. We're doing a homeschool hybrid, which means the kids are part-time in school, part-time at home, and we have this space in our basement that I've been setting up, but it's not finished. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to make a video of like the in-between, kind of share what we have so far. I know a lot of you guys that follow me homeschool, and I would love any input and suggestions that you guys might have. So I'll show you what we've done, kind of what we're planning, and then kind of like what I still have to do and maybe some questions I have and as I'm putting it all together. So let me show you kind of a before so you can see the space before we did anything, and then I'll kind of show you where we're at now. A little bit about why we're homeschooling. I mean, it really is just a very personal decision, and you have to make that decision for your family and decide what's best. But for us, I just felt like it was just a lot. Like the school bus here in this district picks the kids up at 7:45, and they don't get home until they're supposed to get home at 4:20. Lately, this week, they've gotten home at 4:50. Sawyer is 5 years old. He's gonna be 6 in December. To think about starting him in school where he's gone 5 days a week until 4:50 every day, or even 4:20, that just seemed like it was not gonna be best for our family and our setup. So something that we really wanted to do is try to create an environment that's kind of the best of both worlds, where the kids can go to a school for 2 days a week. They have socialization, they have teachers, they learn from other adults, but they are also home a lot more. Brody is starting pre-K, and him and Sawyer are like best buddies. So to imagine Sawyer gone all day, 5 days a week, it just did not set right with our family and feel like the best setup. So we found a hybrid school in our area. We are so excited. We have a lot of friends that are actually gonna be in that program. We can go on field trips on Fridays. There's a lot of community involved, and it just seems like such a sweet, I just feel really lucky, honestly, and I'm very excited about it. Now, in our home, we do have a basement, and in the basement, there's 2 different rooms. There's a really big, long living room area, and that's actually where Aunt Lynn lives. She kind of has like a studio apartment set up there with a kitchenette and a bathroom. And then when you go down the hall, you get to this space, and this is our little, it's like a little bedroom, and we're using it as our homeschool room. When we first moved into this house, this whole thing was to the studs. There was no drywall, no floors, no HVAC. So last fall, we actually put this whole downstairs space together. This room was kind of like storage for us until now. And I'm just so excited. I think it's gonna be so great. So let me show you what it currently looks like, and we'll talk about all the different plans that we have. Thank you so much to Haya for sponsoring today's videos. To get my kids back in the swing of things this fall, going back to school, we are working on getting all the vitamins and minerals that my kids need in their system to give them a strong fighting chance to just be really healthy this fall. That is my #1 goal as a mom. Sickness just makes me very anxious, and I love getting all of those fruits and vegetables into my kids. My kids actually do like to eat fruits and some vegetables, but you know, it's not always perfectly well-rounded, and so Haya fills the gaps.
Good.
They're good?
Uh-huh.
So I thought I'd come up here and just show you guys the Haya bottle. It's obviously child resistant, but I love that they send you this glass bottle, and then if you do the monthly subscription, they will send you refills every single month. The kids love them, but they are not gummies, which I love. Gummies I think can be really bad for their teeth. These are like little candies, honestly. They're sugar-free. They have 15 essential vitamins, and they have a blend of like 12 different veggies and fruits kind of mixed in. They just fill the gaps. That's how I see it. I feel like obviously my kids like to eat fruits and vegetables time to time. Sometimes they change their taste buds. Also, a lot of the time, picky eating, gut issues sleeping, like mood problems, a lot of that stems from having gaps in their nutritional profile, not eating the right fruits and vegetables, not eating enough of the right nutrients. And so I love that I can confidently rely on this to help kind of well balance my kids out. And it's not a battle. They taste good. The kids will take them. They're fun. It's in a bright bottle. It's a shaker. You guys can actually use my link in the description box below, and you will get 50% off your first order. Check them out and get them started on something as the school year starts. Biggest tip. So we've been in here setting up kind of all day, and the kids have been playing, so it's very lived in. But I thought I'd just give you a little tour. You guys may recognize some of these things. This was the rug we used to have in the playroom, and this was our old dining table from Article. and dining chairs that I'll be using. So far, I just kind of have things on the walls. I am in search for a organization cabinet. I've been looking at Facebook Marketplace, but I'm thinking that little spot right there would be like the perfect setup. This is a closet that we built out right here downstairs, and it's currently filled with all of my baby stuff that we are no longer using as Jenny is growing up. But we are not done growing our family, so it's like I don't want to get rid of it. A lot of it's clothes, some toys. It's a good sized closet, but it's just a room. There's no shelving or anything in there. And then over here, we have this little alcove, and that is storage that goes underneath the staircase. For this area though, I'm kind of thinking right here would be really nice to make Jenny's little playpen. I feel like I could put a baby gate up right here, put like a little bookshelf on the wall with some books in it. But I think I need something to be able to like put Jenny in while I'm teaching the boys. And I feel like this could be like a really cute little makeshift house or something, you know, where she could just play. Okay, over here, I just put these little posters up that I've literally had for years that I bought. Probably from some like Facebook ad or something. We've got the fruits of the spirit. We've got the Lord's Prayer, Bible timeline, God's promises, 7 days of creation. I love that it just happens to match with my blue curtains. These curtains were left over. I did not have a plan to put blue in here, but look at this. Doesn't that look so perfect? Okay, so now I feel like I need something underneath it, and I have this bookshelf left over. Let's put that there. Basically like that. I got these from the Dollar Tree. Each boy has their own little setup, so if I'm teaching Sawyer, I can give Brody his and some paper and he could be creative. I've got all of my drawing supplies, all the crayons and markers and all the things. We've got our binders. I do have a bulletin board that I've kind of started to decorate, and I also bought this from Hobby Lobby that I want to put up as a border around the room, along with matching letters. And this I plan to like probably take some of this off and fill it with artwork and things that the kids make. But for right now, it kind of just works. Eventually, I think I want to try to get a whiteboard or a chalkboard or something on this wall. It's a really big wall that I think would be helpful to have like something there that I could write on. And then again, this would be like that whole storage unit. I'm trying to decide what do I actually need and what's just like Pinterest cute, you know? I'm using things that I've collected along the years and just trying to use things around the house too. But what I'd love to hear from you guys too, if you are a homeschool mom, what things are really helpful? Like for example, in the hallway, I have an old sofa that won't fit in here, and I was gonna give it away or sell it, but I'm like, maybe we want a sofa to like go outside of this room, read a little bit on the couch together. It's not really all that cute to keep in the hallway, but I think it might be like a cute option. So I feel like what I have like landed on that I know I need is good storage for curriculum and school supplies, which I think we're gonna achieve with that piece of furniture we'll put down here. Having a really good workspace, which having this dining table down here is great. I feel like there's lots of space. That piece of furniture will eliminate all of the mess on the table, and I just need like a place to put everything. So hopefully that'll happen this weekend. What I love about this space, I know a lot of people just do homeschool on their dining table, and in the end, we may end up being that kind of person. But in my mind, I'm like, it feels good to have a school space that like we get ready and we go downstairs to our schoolroom, and then when we're done, we leave school down in this room and we go upstairs and go back to regular life. Like that just feels like it's gonna be the best option. We haven't even started, so a lot of this too I think will probably change as we get into it and I understand our needs more. So if you guys have any tips for me, if you have any words of wisdom or elements of your homeschool setup that are like you have to have, or that's been such a game changer for you, I would love that insight. Like for me, I'm trying to figure out how am I supposed to entertain Jenny. She's kind of in that phase of dropping her morning nap. I think homeschool, you should like start working on homeschool first thing in the morning because that's when everyone's fresh and excited. Anything you'd love to share or impart wisdom, I would love to read it. So leave it in the comments below and let me know.